The first major challenge I faced moving from Blackboard into Canvas lay in migrating Blackboard's design palette that allowed for colors, themes, visuals, text, and other interactive modes intended to provoke and engage students navigating the course. This is because Canvas's modules impose a linearity on the content tasks that also neutralizes the instructional effect that an image, GIF, video, line of text, etc. has been designed to provoke. So, an important realization that helped me move from Blackboard into Canvas was to think of pages in Canvas as a receptacle for the content I had created in Blackboard's folders and items. In other words, Blackboard's folders and items equal pages in Canvas. Let me share a brief example. This is an access point on my homepage that links students to assigned readings, a reading journal, and all essay assignments. And here is what this looks like in Blackboard. My original design had used folders to house the links to assigned readings, and when students clicked here, they would find other folders that housed all of the content. In Canvas, I've created a page, and I've just broken up that page with links to the assigned readings, to the reading journals. And when students click here, they find those similar links just as they would in Blackboard, only here, these aren't links to folders with content. They are links to pages that I've basically filled up with the content that was in Blackboard. Let me offer you a quick how-to for those who wish to migrate visually and textually rich folders and items from Blackboard to Canvas. First, I recommend opening a new page in Canvas. And also opening Canvas's files in a separate tab. Since we will be migrating files, it's a good idea to create a new folder to stay organized. I'll call mine New Images. Next, find the folder or item in Blackboard that you want to migrate. Open the editing view. And in the editing view, access the HTML pop-out window. Highlight and copy the HTML code. Go back to your new page in Canvas. Access the HTML editor tab for the new Canvas page. Paste in the code. And then access the Rich Content Editor tab to see the content. The content should appear the same, but the HTML code is telling Canvas to find the image or other embedded media at its source. For this image, the source file still resides in Blackboard, so I need to bring that file into Canvas. To do that, I will exit out of Blackboard's editor. Now I can right-click on the image and save as a file, save it to my computer, or I can drag the image directly onto a folder I've created on my desktop. Now that you have the file, you can import it into Canvas. Click on the Canvas Files tab and click on the folder you created. Now you can drag and drop the file into this folder, or you can browse your computer. Now that the file is in Canvas, you can go back to the new page you're creating, and using the Rich Text Editor button, you can edit the image, find the new file in Canvas by going to your folder where you'll find the file, click on the new file, give it an appropriate alt text, and update. If there are more content areas you wish to import, as I have here in these folders that are stacked on each other, I simply repeat the process by grabbing the HTML code from Blackboard and importing it into Canvas by simply placing it below the code that I've already added. You may experience a hiccup or two, but generally the process will be straightforward. When you're finished, click Save and Publish after you give it a title. And you may find that images are larger than they should be, or some things are spread out in ways that are not similar to the original Blackboard content. If this is the case, simply return to the image and adjust the height ratio. Until you're satisfied. So, if you have created a lot of visually and textually rich content in Blackboard's folders or items that is being stripped away by Canvas's modules, this equation has proven very helpful in achieving the course design and the learning experiences that I believe, at least in my course, to be effective.